A film about filmmaking. So recently I ran into a problem within filmmaking, and I questioned myself, why did I take on this project? And then I questioned myself, why do we make movies? And the only advice I can remember was a quote by Quentin Tarantino. If you want to make a movie, make it. Don't wait for a grant, don't wait for the perfect circumstance, just make it. And although my problem wasn't to do with starting or creating a film from the basics, that quote still strangely inspired me. From all the pre-production planning we do, storyboards and scripts, location recce's and auditions, to call sheets, to camera testing and equipment research, we didn't do that for no reason. We did it because we wanted to, and we did it because we wanted to make a great film. But the hardest thing is when the crew you need is only you. Like, right now. You see, my problem is no different than yours. All the calls we made for locations to be finalised, the contracts, the permissions, but at the last moment, that location goes. All the actors we contacted for a shoot, but at the last minute they pull out. And when the equipment we have fails on us, and the natural lighting just isn't what we need. From the amount of money we pull out from our own pockets just to narrate while we create. And I know you face all these problems, and if you haven't, you will face all these problems. And when bad films have always been just as hard to make as good films, and we sit and wonder which ones ours will be, you end up feeling like you are solving more problems from the endless hours we spend editing just one small section of the film. And we end up asking ourselves, would anyone really want to see this? You realise how much footage you have to reshoot, recreate and re-demonstrate, and we all hope one day that our films will reach the world, from the big festivals to the theatres, but after rejection we begin to wonder, why do we make movies? A quote by Richard Linklater said, filmmakers are going to make films just like painters are going to paint. And I realise we create because we love to. In the end, it's not because we want to hit the big screens, the big festivals, but because we love to create. I remember finishing my first documentary, my first college final major, and I tell you, I was so proud. It wasn't the best, but I was proud. And that's why we never give up, because throughout filmmaking we learn who we truly are. Let me hit you with one more quote from Satyajit Ray. The director is the only person who knows what the film is about. And you are that director, and the stories you create can only be told by you. No matter how much detail you explain to another person, your stories belong to you. We live for the moments when our visions come to life in front of our eyes, and when the project we started a year ago is finally completed and you can say, I am proud of what I've created. So let's end it here. It is a privilege to film.